Hello everybody, this is Sonya and I'm in Australia and I'm back on here now today to show you a bit more, a few more ideas to do with your embroidery and stuff like that. Now, I've been working on this lace. I'm doing a lace and bead crazy square, right? It's a beaded lace crazy, actually it's oblong and it's going to be on, I need to go out a bit wider on this, don't I? Look at that, I did it properly the first time. Well, there you go. So if you can see this, you can't. Okay. Oops. Oh, I keep bumping into things. No, that's the wrong way. Hang on. It took me ages to fix this in the first place, and now I keep on mucking it up. Let me see what we got now. Okay, so you can see this. Right. Sorry about that. So we've got this piece here that I started. Okay, now when I was showing you I'd had the lace put down and I added a bit to the end. Well, I haven't been able to really keep away from it, so I've actually done things. And I showed you how to do the little grub roses, okay? Now, anything else I've done on here, I'm going to show you how anyway, but it's not... And I did this one here too, and it's not really that in the little wheat things. If that's there, okay? So, I want to put... I showed you how to do that, put the ribbon down on that other piece. Put the ribbon down and then you put the beads on it. I showed you how that was done. I put a piece of ribbon down here. I've actually added little beads either side to it. And a piece of lace down there and I put beads on that. I've only just got this piece pinned on there because I'm still deciding whether I'm going to have it. And I probably will. I've decided that I'm going to just be using... there will be, there's a bit of sewing around there and there's some beads, right? And I've sewed this piece of lace on there and I've put beads on that. Now, I'm going to do a bit of stitching on it because I want it to be, I want the stitching there, you know, so I've left it so I can show you some few more stitches. But I'm also, you know, think it's going to be a cover, right? And I've got to actually put, we've got to put the stems and that on this rose piece here too. Righto, now let me see, am I going to fix this so I can just picture and not myself, because you don't need to have me in the picture, do you? I just need to put, how about that? That's not too bad, is it? Yeah, okay. I'll try not to get out of focus if I stay here. This feels good where I could sit here and sew, okay? Now, if you haven't got... Oh, what's I going to tell you about? There's lots of things that I was thinking about, you know, that I should say to do with this. I mean, the thread that we use is crochet thread or... DMC, anchor, or any other sort of embroidery floss, and there's 6 pieces on that that you can pull apart. You can use just ordinary cotton if you want to. I've got a whole heap of different pieces of well, it's called crochet thread, but you don't have to crochet with it because you can sew with it too, and these are not very thick pieces. I just wound them off so I wouldn't have to carry the balls around with me, because the balls are like this, so, you know, about that size. So I've just wound some colours on here, okay, and these are like going to go with what I've got here in front of me. So I'm trying to keep it pastel without going too far and putting too much darker colours on it. I don't think that's too dark. I've been looking at it. I do get things and I put them on there and then I pin them and I watch them for a while to see what, you know, I just sit it down and I think, now I wonder what I'm going to do, you know, with that, whether I'll leave that there or not, and I'm going to leave that there, okay? Now, I can't do too much too thick on the back. This is going to actually have a piece of stuff ironed on there, iron on interfacing, and then it's also going to have a piece of wadding in it, so it'll make it thick, and hopefully when you use it, this is not going to be bothering you, this bit on the back here, you know, because it's going to be on a book. And that's fine, because I think it's going to be really pretty. These other pieces that I've done are going to be put onto bags. I might show you how to do... What was I going to do off this? I don't remember now, but I've got some... It'll come to me, nobody panic. These are my UFO, what do you call them, UFO things? They're not finished, and this is one that I've done. It's all lace, and I haven't finished it, though. You know why? Because I don't like that. So all I've got to do is pull that off, and we can work on that piece too, I suppose. This piece here, I find that I'm not quite finished with yet, but I will. I'll do that one. I think I've showed you these before, but you better have a look at what I'm doing. This is the bigger piece that I first started showing you, and then we decided to go to the small bit, remember? So these are nearly identical as far as the fabric that I've used behind them. Okay, this one here is, I've done a fair bit of work on this, and it's actually, I'm actually quite pleased with how this is turning out. So this is going to be a bag. This is a front for a journal. This, I don't know whether I finished that or not. That was one of those things I was making. You know what? Ideas keep coming into my head and then going out again, but I thought about doing a small lot of these, maybe a little smaller, say like a crazy patchwork about that big. We'll see how we go, and then we can put it together. But I can't imagine that I'd ever make... I've been watching some ladies that actually make quilts and use all this, and I don't know if I could do a quilt. I never have. The amount of things I've got to put together, I could probably make one. But I'm really... yeah, so I've been collecting up a little bit of fabric, so I just have a lot of fabric. This one here I really love. It's so beautiful, isn't it? And delicate. Absolutely beautiful. And see, it's mostly laces and things like that. And so is this one, and then there's this one. So maybe... Oh, no, I can't. I'm going to put a book out of that. I was going to say I could keep going and make myself a cover. But I wouldn't put it on the bed, so what's the point, you know? But anyhow, so I've got bits and pieces picked out that I might use on what I'm doing here. I'm going to put these back in this bag. I shall do that in a minute. I'll put it over there with the bag and hope it doesn't slip down and fall. Not if I put the bag somewhere else. These bags slip down and it's all gone. So I've got these things here that I'm thinking I could use on here. So I picked out some beads as well. I've got myself a good truckload here of bead soup now. I picked out these ones here because they're not the dark colour, but there's a really light, it's sort of a goldy sort of colour, pale, and they look really nice, but I didn't want to separate them, so they were together in a bag. I've also got this other lot of here with bead soup in it, because this is what we call bead soup, yeah. All these bits and pieces here, right. Makes a nasty noise, doesn't it, when you open it? And then I have these that I pulled off a piece of jewellery, of course. I've got those. They are beautiful because they're like they're really nice. I can't say the word of them. They're little crystal-y things. Okay, so I've also figured I'd like to use some of this tatting. I've got a nice piece of tatting here that I don't know whether it's made by somebody or a machine, because there is a really lot which you don't know. I can't sort of tell about this, whether it's been machine done or not. You know, but that is definitely is a piece of tatting, and that is really nice to put on things. And I don't know whether it's... See, when I put these on here, let me explain this, because I don't know if anybody has all seen it. When I put them on, I just put them on in lengths, you know, like that. I didn't have shapes. They're all either long pieces, no squares. They're all long bits, right? So to make it look like it's crazy patchwork, I divided it by putting a piece of ribbon down there. I put another piece of ribbon down there, and so it looks like different sections, you know. That's what you understand. And that's what you can do instead. So same with this piece here. when I go, well, I'll be out working over here, I might put a piece going that way. I've got to make sure that I don't put any fair across the back. This might be more of a, I'm thinking about making this into a cover that you could actually take off your book. You know how you have like a pillowcase, so you know how you have these, I won't do it with these sides, but I'll bring over the sides like this. I'll put extra pieces on, and then you can slip your book in there and in there, and then when you're finished with it you can take your cover off and put it onto the next book. You know, your journal or address book or whatever you want to put in there. I'll probably put something in there if I've got the right size thing when I finish making it. Okay, so that's what you know what though, the idea for me is I don't think about the fact that what I want to put in there. I just want to make the pretty part. I just want to do this bit. You know, I just want to make the pretty part, and I can see that that's a little bit crooked there, so I might have to go across the top with something else just to straighten that up. Put another piece of material in under there. But we can you don't have to do that today, that's a bit tedious. Okay, so I've got these really other pieces of thin sort of lace that you could use to put on top of these bits. You could cut out any pieces of that and sit it on top. I've got this bit here that I cut out of a piece. I don't keep folding this over, I know, but it's because it's a little bit big for me to hang on to. See, that could go on there. You put beads around, that'd be good. That'd be a really good thing to do with it, wouldn't it? I have ribbon. Oh, now I've had this piece here sitting on here for a few days too. I've got a pin in it. Because I had it sitting on here for a few days because I thought, now this is not bad. I cut this off a piece of lace that I've got here somewhere. Pieces of stringing and off it, and I don't want to cut them because I want to make sure they're fastened down before. And I'm thinking about putting this through here because it's got some nice white beads on it. I'm thinking about it. I had it pinned there for a while and I thought, I don't know. I just don't know whether I will put that there or not. Let me see. I don't know what that'll look like if I put that there. I've no idea. Right. I'm thinking though that I don't want to cover up a lot of, I suppose I could put it on the back, but then it's too light on too light a piece. Right. You could put him in there. I'm thinking about we're going to do a bit of embroidery in there, so I don't think we're going to worry about that piece for the time being, okay? Now, I do have some really nice little string of bits here, and I might put a piece of that through there because it's only small. Alright, it's only small, and I might like that going up through there. I think that's what I'm going to do with that bit. Put it up through there so that that'll look good. I'm just going to have a little word to my husband, like, can you please put the cat out, dear? And yeah, he doesn't want to stay in here, honestly, he doesn't. And I'll see you when you get home, dear. Okay. I don't think that's working. Is it? Okay. Go steady. I'll just have a mouthful of coffee. I never learned to edit any of these, so I'm sorry that you had to be here. He's going up the street to buy himself some pairs of jeans. I hope he does. He's having a terrible time trying to get a pair to fit him because everybody must be size 36. So he's having a terrible time to get a pair to fit. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this here because I'm going to put this piece on. I can just see that looking okay. Wait a minute. It'd be good if I had this in a hoop, but I can't because it squashes all your work down too much. But I seen a lady working on a piece, like it was actually full-size quilt. She'd actually put all the pieces of together, and then she was sewing on doing her embroidering that on it afterwards. You know, so she was working on the whole thing, so I cannot say anything about not being able to do this because I'm going to do it. Right, so now I'm going to pin that there. Oh, we've got some stupid weather here today. I went up to the shops yesterday and it was 30. Got up to 30 degrees, and today it is cold again. It was 14 there earlier on. It's just ridiculous. It really is. Silly old weather we have. I might make that on a bit of a curve. It sort of went that way, didn't it? I had to adjust the pincushion idea that I had here because it wasn't very good. The little pincushion that I had sitting in this plate with the beads, it wasn't very good to push your needles into. So maybe a kid's toy's not good for pincushion. So I had to bring this one back into the back end and put my stuff on it. Okay, so put my needles back in there. I know it's huge, but at least I can find it, I suppose. I'm going to put these bits on. I'm going to use my bead needle, and I want one that is open right down the centre. I sent some of you girls, 3 of you, I sent you a bead needle. One lady has got back to me. I'm upset because I'm thinking that they didn't get them. I don't know. I had to put them in. If customers are playing with them, well, I wish they'd give them back to us. Customers, I mean. If they're playing with them, they need to give them to them so they can get to them. I hope you get them. I had to write on it what was in the parcel. The parcels was the size of about a card, because I put a couple of little bits in there to sort of protect the needles, and so that we wouldn't have to worry about them getting through customers. And I wrote on what they were, and they don't seem to have got to them because one lady's told me she got hers and she's in Australia. So I don't know what happened to the ones that went overseas, but I'm not happy because if they're playing with their needles, that's not nice. I mean, you've got to be able to share things without... Now, I've pinned that on the wrong way. I can tell some things when they're upside down, like laces, if they're front or back. I can tell some of them, but not every one. So where I'm going to just have this away from the edge a bit, when I say away from the edge, I mean when the edge of this here is coming, it's sort of... I'm going to cut this back a bit so you can just see the flower, and it's not going to be a rough ending on it, You want it to end really nicely and be up against maybe a bead or something. If the end of your lace is too rough, you'll just put a piece of a button maybe or something over it. So what am I yelling for? Put a button over it. I think it's going to rain again today. Yesterday I got 4 spots of rain on me when I went to the shops. 4 spots. That's all. I got some fabric yesterday and I'm really pleased with that. I paid little money too for it, so that was really good. Because I can't get into our Salvation Army store because it has steps. I can't get in there. If I don't go. Well, they got a lot of stuff outside of it, a bit of stuff outside, and then I know the lady that works in there, and a friend of mine stopped me when I was in Moores, and she said that there was all this fabric there that I should go and have a look at. So after I did my shopping, off I goes. And I did. I got a fair bit of it she gave me for 50 cents a piece, and they were good sized pieces, and I was really pleased with that because I just love collecting fabric. I'm going to have a bit, and I don't care. You never know when I might need it. Mum just stopped out the front. He did. He went revving down there flat out. I heard him and then come to a big stop out there. I hope he doesn't want me to get up and answer the door, because I'm sure I don't have to. I have these things now where, well, the mailman, I don't know about the parcel man, I don't know if he does, you have to get up and sign for a parcel, but when the mailman brings these parcels from overseas, he has his little thing where it like beeps it or takes a picture, something, I don't know, and then that knows that it's been delivered. You know that it's been delivered, and it sort of sends you feedback, which is really weird, but it does. It sends you feedback to say that it's been delivered. And that's good though. So, I don't know, I was expecting some more. I bought some Dragonfly Wings, because I've seen these Dragonfly Wings and I thought, oh, that looks interesting, I might have some of those. I'm just doing stab stitches, but I hope you've seen, which I should have said anyway, I've got this hooked up now, and it's all going to get all puckery. I'm doing stab stitching here, which means I'm going down and up at the back, but I've been down once and I've come back again, and I'm going to get a little tiny stitch on top and like a long one under the back. It doesn't matter, right? Because then when I get all the way back here, I'm going to go in these holes one at a time and put a bead in. Okay, so we're going to bead. Now, I've got one lot of Dragonfly Wings, but they're very dark. But I thought if I'm doing any sort of, I know you can buy anything, can't you? Dragonfly Wings, and when I've seen them for 50 cents, 54 cents I think it is for a packet of Dragonfly Wings, I thought, well, I don't have any of those, so I'm going to have some. Well, I bought these, and other ones I've got a really light, they're pink, like a nice light pink colour. There's a few in there. So that's one, and it's just all cut out, it's not fraying or anything. Hey, look at that. And it's got two little holes there where you can stitch it on. Now you could use, you can need four wings, and make this one, I'd make him purple or red. Never seen such a thing, but hopefully the other ones are in the mailbox out there now, and my hubby will bring them in when he comes back. But there's your Dragonfly Wings. I think they're all the same size, are they? Yeah, they are. Got a few in here too. But if you buy something for, I think it was 54 cents free shipping. But look at the time it'd take you to try and make that, and it's like it's all cut out for you. It's just ready to go, isn't it? I was going to say something else, but I forgot what it was. Ah dear. I have had 3 really good nights sleep. I am so pleased with myself. I have tried so hard to get sleeping, and I've just been failing really bad. But I think I've started to, get on with it, so that's good. Hubby didn't have his teeth taken out because he just doesn't want to go to those people at the hospital. He wants to go to, as he says, a real dentist. So if his teeth start playing up on him again, he's going to the real dentist. I'm sure they are real dentists, but and so therefore I was so relieved that I didn't have to keep the secret from him anymore, because I think last time I was on here I was telling you I had the secret from him. So he's going to go, like when the teeth are bad, he's going to go to the dentist, because when you make an appointment with one at the hospital, you have to wait because there's so many people, and he's got to wait weeks. And if you've got to wait weeks, you can't do it, it's just too much. By the time that he gets to go there, his teeth aren't hurting anymore. Ah dear. I hope everybody's doing a bit of crafting. I know a few of you ladies are having a go at this, and I'm so excited. It'd be good if we could all get in the room and sew together. Would we get much sewing done, or would there be too much talking? Now I need a colour bead that's going to blend in, I think I'm going okay. I'm a bit worried because I don't want to get too dark. I'm a bit worried I'm getting too dark. So I'll put lots of bits and pieces. I went in the room the other day and I got some bits and pieces. And that's not the right thing. Oh, I suppose it could be. There's a lot of beads in the bottom of this, but they're really dark, like really dark pink. I don't know if I want to use them. I found tiny little embellishments. Found a bit bigger embellishments. I must have just tipped these out of something and put them in there so I could bring them with me to work with. But there's nothing in there that I feel I can use today. This little button might be okay. At some stage I'll sit him up there. Look at that, I'll sit him there on that needle. These are all the blues. I don't think I want to go with anything dark blue. At this stage I don't think I'm wanting dark blue. I might get back to me bead soup. I've got to be careful with this bead soup. I keep chucking it everywhere. I just put a whole lot last night again. I had to pick it all up. Ah dear. Now I think, we'll see, the pearl ones look really good, don't they? The goldy colour. They're not actually gold, they're sort of a white goldish, if that's the thing, if you can understand what that is. Maybe I could use a really pale blue. Am I through the top? Yeah. Make sure your thread's through the top when you go to put your bead on. Otherwise it'll end up on the back of your work, or it'll end up tangled up. These are not too bad. They're the same colour blue as what I've got on there, aren't they? What's this? Yeah, they are. But that doesn't matter. We'll have a look and see what they look like. I'm putting them in this little hole in the middle of the flower here. That looks cute. That fit really good, didn't it? I hope that you can see what I'm doing. Very good. I got all my crochet stuff out the other day. I just noticed that on the I looked at the camera screen just then. This over here is a roll with all my crochet hooks in it. I just noticed that. I thought, well, all I did was get it out. I didn't get any further because I really wanted to work on this. And last night I said to Jeremy, I think I should become nocturnal, because it was about 11 o'clock and I was fairly working away on this. You know, sometimes when you're doing something, it takes a while to get started on it. Like, you got to figure out, now, what am I going to do next, you know? And I started doing this, and then I went to get another needle, and there was this piece of thread on. I thought, oh, good, I'll just put that there first, instead of pulling it off. So I was actually a piece of ribbon. So I did that, and I said to him, well, I can't go to bed just yet, I've got to finish this, because while my brain is working for me, I was going to keep going, you know, but I still went to bed, well, you know, only half hour later, but that's okay, isn't it? Oops, that went right through there. Now you're never going to see it again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually connect this to the, go back into through the lace, go through the bead, pick up the bead, and then put it like that so it doesn't disappear down the hole. It's actually sewn it in that position between the two pieces of the flower. I should probably do that with this too, eh? Come up really on the edge of the flower bit, because there's a little hole in there and the beads are disappearing down the little hole. So if you come across that, you can just fix that. Okay. I didn't actually go. I've gone down in the hole again. I'm not going to. I'm going to put the needle into the side of the flower so it doesn't go back down, right down. Otherwise, if the bead was a bit bigger, we could do it. We could go right in the hole, but we're going to have to go either side of the hole with the cotton, so it'll be held up a bit. Okay. Righto. Now, get this. So I've been finding a few people on here that do this, but not very many. Not very many. Well, I can't find, either that or I just can't find them. I love to watch anything to do with, you know, doing embroidery or that, but a lot of them don't talk to you. They talk to you like me. I'd like to have a word. Oh, well, always, they're really good at doing embroidery. I've been watching a lot of, I say a lot, occasionally I watched video on the factories that make the clothes and stuff. Oh, watch one of these making their men's suits and shirts and stuff. Oh, they've got some fantastic machinery that they do this stuff with. You know, that they do the suits and that with. And the shop that sells the stuff, I mean, I think there's also a shop at the factory. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in all my life. It must be cost a fortune for the shirts. They've got all these magnificent machines that do all this stuff. You know, all the bits on the shirt that people just put the machine things in the machine and sew around the pocket, and it's just really clever. Put the buttons on and turn the collars the right way, and I know there's a real lot of men working in them too, like in them factories, so they must, well, I suppose that's good that they've all got jobs, and that is, it's good that they've got that. There's ironing, and there's lots of ironing, all sorts of different irons and presses and things, and I was absolutely fascinated with that yesterday I watched a bit. And I'll do a bit of stitching, but then again I've got to take my eyes off what I'm looking at too. I don't watch TV a lot. Sometimes I watch video movies or something, but not a lot of like normal. What do you say? Your normal free-to-air TV. I don't really watch that anymore. It's upsetting. Well, the news is, and some of the stories are not that good anyway. I love an interesting sort of story. That you can't work out what's going to happen. If you've got something on there that you think, oh dear, they're going to catch them, or that's going to do this, it's no good watching it, it's not so much fun anymore. But if the things keep changing on there all the time, I reckon it's really exciting with their stories. Okay, now, so I've done that bit, and I keep doing this folding over to look, but you got to fold over to look, don't you? So that looks like that. Now, we can see here that we've got it ending off like it is, but we're going to look at that somewhere a bit later. We're not going to worry about that today, so let me see what I can show you that we haven't learned already as far as the stitches go. I did a chain stitch the other day. I don't think it turned out very good, did it? I need something that'll go along there, and I think I did the Cretan one too, didn't I? Did I do that? My memory's not very good. It's not very good at all, I'm afraid. It's not. I don't think it's anything too bad. It's just that wasn't getting enough rest. I must want to put something down in there, around here. See, I just went along there with the blanket stitch. I stitched that along there. I should probably come down here further with it and put the beads down here too. I couldn't find any more of these ones when I was working on this, so I started putting them, but that's okay. You know, that's good. And then I might have to actually put something around here, through this white piece, and sew that bit there on. Let me see what I've got in the way of colour for that. Colour thread have I got to put in there? And I'll put some sewing in there. I will. This one, I'm going to use this sort of a really light apricot colour, it is. That's really light, that's gone too far. I think I need something. See, once they come away from, if they're rolled up, they look a lot darker than what they are. When you take them off, they're not as dark. We might use this one. This is not actually a, move that threaded in there. This is not like a pearl one. The pearl ones are sort of got a ridge, you know, they're like this is a straight, flat piece. These have got like a little line through them when they're twisted, and these ones are not. This one I've got here just plain. It is a piece of, Oh dear, I'll stick that in my mouth. It is a piece of crochet thread. So that, well, you can do whatever you want to with it, but people used to people make doilies and things out of this stuff. Used to, so some people still do. Okay, so through here, I'm thinking I want to put something through this one here. Okay, now I'm going to just see if I can reach my book without moving this tripod and mucking up everything. I've got one of those rubber arm things, you know, that you pick up stuff with, and look at that, I've got it. Right, because if I move anything, and as it is I'm a bit worried I'm going to bump that, it's very near my elbow. So here's our book of things that we can do. Okay, now what am I going to put down the middle of there? There's 100 stitches in this book, and it's put out by one of the thread companies. Who is it? Well, it's as old as anything, anyway. When I say that, it's probably, I don't know. Well, see, when you think about it, people talking on something I was watching about 1940, well, that was nearly 80 years ago. Was that right? Yes. And that scares me, because I think, well, never mind. So I'm going to put, where do I want to go? I want to go down here. So if you can find something like this, which is a really good thing to own, like this stitch book, it's a really good thing to own. And I've also got pieces here that I've cut out of magazines, and I just stuck them in there. Mainly too because I wanted to cover the cover. I wanted to put something on the cover because we're just plain. Okay, so what are we going to use today? This is to jog memories. I'm not really good at remembering all these. I mean, it's not easy because there's a fair few here. I might do this whip running stitch. I think that'd look alright. I'll put another stitch through there. Where am I? Here. I want to come up through there. Now, the running stitch is just just like, just go down and come back up again. So, but you want to not make your hole too big in between. When I say hole, I mean you want your stitch and then a gap, okay? So you go down, come back up a little bit further over from where you went down, and then we'll go down and come back up there. Make them about the same size from where you, if you can see that down in there. I don't know if you can, I hope so. I'll just put it again on something else so you can see what I'm doing. I've hid it down in there, haven't I? But I'm going to go along this edge here, and then I'm going to put another colour through it so you can see that one. Well, you'll be able to see it when I put another colour through there. Might go right up the side there, should I, or what? Yeah, why not? I'm going to come under the back. Now, because I've left such a big stitch, which is going to be all the way under there, I'm going to do a tiny back stitch. Going to go back a bit because I don't want to pull that out. Because if you've got a big stitch under there, there's a good chance it'll all pucker up if it gets pulled. So if you do a back stitch, it shouldn't pucker up. And I'm not worried about these pieces because this is going to have a piece ironed over the top of it to hold it all in place, okay? Especially if you worry about you might lose your beads or something because they're not stitched. Well, they should be stitched on properly. But we'll see what happens with that. So there you go. So I've gone across here with me straight stitch. I need to cut this bit off here. It's annoying me because it's over the top. Just going to cut that bit off there. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I probably hadn't. I had it down here. Can you see it? I hope so. Okay, so now I'm going to have to get another piece of thread. And I think I'm going to have a bit of green put through it. Light stuff, but I'm going to get a bit of green. Find a nice light bit of green in any sort of thing that we have here. I think this might be too thick. Maybe not. Maybe it won't, and I like the colour. I'm trying to keep them as muted as I can. I don't know if I need a lot. This one's a little bit thicker than what I've been using. What I just used then anyway. So you want to put it through a needle that's going to be as thick as your thread, because it's got to make the hole for the thread to travel through behind it. Okay. Come on. I want to go swimming, but I can't because it's too cold yet. Hopefully next week. Summer might hit us, you think. I'm waiting for summertime. I know a lot of you ladies are over there getting cool now, and I'm going to get hot and I don't care. Geez, I'd like to go to bed with just the sheet on the bed and curl up and go to sleep instead of having to carry around a whole truck. I won't put too many blankets on. Have a heater on in the room, you know, that's, you know, right. It's not, you can't, it's a good one. You can't, hopefully nothing will ever happen with it, so I don't have to have too many blankets on because I can't cart them around all night. I feel like I'm, I don't know, a bit squashed or something. I don't like too many blankets. Now what I've done is I've come up near there and I'm going backwards through the first thing with the edge of my needle so that, because the tip of your needle could get caught in your thread or your lace or anything such thing, you know. So there, that's going through there. I'll put this one back through there. Go through one way and then out through the other direction. You go under there, you go under this one here. Not making a big, you know, spectacular impact, but it is there and I can see it. I mean, you know, we can see that it's there and it's, so it's not so stark white, you know, because then we can still put a bit of something up there. I like this white, I did, and I wanted to just put something through. I wonder if I can go through out without catching anything. Go through the sharp, the pointy end, because I haven't got much of a stitch here to go underneath. Oh, come on. Oh dear. Oh, I hope you'll all forgive me for being away, because I had to have a couple of days I was doing a bit and I had to had to have a little break after worried about hubby going to the dentist and that and having to keep that a secret. I was so relieved when he said he didn't feel like he should go because he was really stressed out. I was about that. Really stressed out about it. Okay, so I didn't actually watch what I was doing under there. I should pull that a bit tighter. It's very, very, very light, but you can see where I've gone through there with the light colours. I'm sorry about this that it's so pale, but I really do like it, and I want to, you know, it's best to have something that you want on the piece of work, isn't it? So I can see. If you need to, I'd probably do it on something again and show you, because I could do a bit of work on one of the other pieces that I got there and show you how it's done. Whip stitch. It's called a laced running stitch, right? So we sort of lace that through, righto. Now I'm going to have a bit more of this pink, I think, because I want to do around the edge. Apricot. It's sort of apricot. So I want to do up around here and the top of it. I don't know whether I'm going... Actually, I'm going to do a bit of... what do you call it now? Blanket stitch, but I'm going to do it apart. I'm not going to put it really close together. When I say apart, I'm going to do it a bit more... yeah, it's going to be sort of open, I think. We'll just try it and see what happens. We're just going onto the white a bit and having it back out here further. You just pick up the white edge, go through all these other pieces. That's a bit tricky. Right, got it. Because I have a few layers. This is layering up. This lace is because I've got there's this one, there's the pink piece under there, the blue piece, that creamy piece, and then the white piece on top. So it's lots of layers. I mean, I know it's lace, but it's still, it's thick. It's not going to be flimsy. It's nice and light and pretty, but not a flimsy sort of thing. I can't believe it's Friday again tomorrow. I just can't believe it. I know people who go to work look forward to Friday. I sort of kind of do it in a way, but it's I don't know, the weeks go too quick is what my problem is, I think. I just don't know. My eldest daughter will be 30 next week. She will. She told me that, and I she was standing here the other day. I'm a terrible mother because I'm laughing. I haven't even started yet. And I said to her, "What do you want for your birthday?" I said, "I could make you something." And you should have seen the look on her face. Oh dear. What's the matter with my son? We all know, probably in a lot of ways, our children are not real keen on having something, well, mine aren't, having something made by mum, as far as when a birthday comes along. Oh dear. Well, some people's kids might like that, but to be honest with you, mine don't. I don't know whether it was a look of every emotion all at once. Oh, dreadful. I'm a terrible person. Poor Peg. I thought, see, I couldn't make her a journal, I don't think. I don't know. She might like one. But see, they're not interested in this sort of thing that I do. Well, as far as I know, Ellie really liked the journals and that. But they're sort of, like somebody said once on here, that you either like a journal or you'd hate them, because some people don't understand what they're like, those junk journals. They don't understand the concept of what they do, you know. But anyway, I said, I suppose I better buy something because she didn't want me to make it. She didn't want to say no. She didn't want to be excited. She was all stunned, really, you know. I mean, I'm sure she'll be happy with any other thing as long as I don't make it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I felt really bad. And I feel really bad because I'm giggling about it, but I was only I was joking. I mean, I made everything when she was little. I made all the clothes and knitted and sewed for her when she was tiny all the time. But, you know, when they get older, they don't want anything really that you make, and they want something interesting. She's that generation millennium or whatever it is, I think, isn't she? She's going to be 30. So look, that looks pretty good. That sort of stuck with the idea of a lacy look, didn't it? Because I didn't put it too close together. I did the same here too, made it a little bit open, so that'd look pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to end this off here. And then I think I'm going to sew this on here. What do you reckon? If I take it off, it looks very subdued, but when you put it on there too, it takes over, doesn't it? You know? I'm thinking if I do that, I'm going to have to put more than one piece on there. Excuse me. Might have to have a mouthful of water. I went and bought myself little bottles of water yesterday so I could use them for... I'm not going to drink out the neck of it because I don't want to do that unless it's absolutely necessary. I still like a glass. Instead of using the big ones because they were getting too warm, you know, sitting out of the fridge. Before I had a chance to drink it. Okay, so I see this piece. And then... what do you reckon if I start putting that on there? Do you think that might be too much of that purple? Because I'm thinking I might need a bit more pink. I know I'm looking at one side and not the other, but see, I guess they're going to be seen at separate times, but I still want it to all blend in the same, don't I? I think I might have another piece of this somewhere. I just got a feeling I do. I don't know, maybe if I just don't use a too big a piece, and then I put some beads on it, and that might tone it down a bit. I don't know if I like that bit there. I mean, that was me, because I cut it. You know, I cut this because I wanted to put this bit on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut a bit more. I see what I'm going to do now. I'm going to cut this up here. So, like, things come to you as you're doing something, don't they? Now I've got 3 pieces. I didn't want them to be too big or taking over from the pattern. I'm just going to, what I'm doing, so I'm just going to take this off here. And then I need some nice beads to put on it. I'm going to sew it down so it won't be look like a flower, you think? Or actually it can have something like a flower on it, can't it? It can. Maybe there's ends to end somewhere. How about there? No, I haven't been in trouble with this. I'll put it down. There's a bit bigger space for it down here. Come on. I'm going to pin it there for a minute while we have a look, eh? I'll pin it on and we'll go back and we'll have a look. This is the only way you really can do these things, is with trial and error. I'm hoping to subdue it a bit back into the background, you know, because I really would like it on here, I think. But when you turn it